Welcome to my Read-O-Rama vlog. TBR, I sleep all day. I slept for 15 freaking hours. I wanted to read like 400 pages today, and well, I don't think that's gonna happen anymore simply because there's not enough time left today. It is 6 p.m. Yeah. Well, I say let's get started. So I did get up, I took a quick shower, I did some quick food shopping, so we're all ready to go, and I really don't have to move out of my reading corner for the next, well, 24 hours. My TBR says that I have to read 339 pages a day to get through my TBR. Not very likely to happen because I do have to travel next week, but I'm gonna try. So the order that I decided to start to read it is to read the seventh book first. That's Olivia Twist. Then number 2 would be The Challenge of Underrated. I'm gonna read The Showrunner. Then With a Flower on the Cover and I Darken. Then with Mental Health, I'm gonna read Hot Mess. Then from an author in my area, I'm going to read The Olympian Challenger, and then I have 2 audiobooks that I'm going to try and complete like at the same time, and that is for RAMA, Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and the host pick. I'm not going to read the first book that was suggested. I'm going to read the sequel because I read the first one, and I do have the sequel on my TBR in general, and that is Down Among the Sticks and Bones. So these are the 7 books that I'm trying to complete this week. The first book I just said is Olivia Twist, and it comes in here. So that's why I pretty much picked it, because I have all those gifts waiting. So I'm gonna vlog this separately for my unboxing, the gift opening, but I'm gonna catch you up as well. So Olivia Twist has 336 pages, so in theory I would have to finish that today. Let's see how far I get. Let's go. It is noon on day 2. I just finished my first book, Olivia Twist. I really did enjoy this read way more than I thought I would, which is awesome. But I am thoroughly behind. I think I have to read another 300 pages today to at least stay on track, but I actually wanted to read more because I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to read 300 pages a day when I am working all day and I'm going to be traveling as well. So I need to get cracking. So it is 6 o'clock and I just finished book number 2, Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I listened to it on audiobook, and by now my page count is almost where I wanted it to be for the 2 days of Saturday and Sunday. So I have another 6 hours to get 150 pages in, and then I'm exactly where I wanted to be. So this is good news. I like that I already have 2 books checked, so yeah, a good start into the Readathon. So I just finished book number 3, and now you can actually see it. So it is the end of day 2 of the Read-O-Rama, and I finished 3 books already, and that is so good. I was so afraid that because I slept for like 15 hours on the first day, that I wouldn't be getting there, but I caught up and very satisfied with my 2 reading days during the weekend. Now I have 4 more books to go. One is a Shannon McGuire book the second one, and that should be done pretty quickly on audiobook. So I pretty much have to read 3 books during this week to hit my target, which is going to be a challenge. Fingers crossed. Finishing off for day 2, going to bed, and then I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Day 3 of Read-O-Rama. It is already past 8. I finished working. Was a long day, but oh, just that's how it goes. It was successful. Got a lot of things done, but here I am. It's already past 8, and I'm trying to get as much reading done in book number 4. Good morning. It is day 4. It's already day 4. Oh my gosh. So last night I pretty much fell asleep after like 100 pages. I could barely get myself into my bed, so I failed doing an update last night. So far, Readathon really is kind of interesting. It is telling the story about Vlad Dracul in Transylvania, and he's fleeing with his kids into the Ottoman Empire to seek support to get his country back that was taken over by some royals with the support of one of his sons. And the 2 kids he's bringing are the main characters, Radu and Lada, where the girl is supposed to be like this ugly girl who is totally like boyish and fierce and feral, and she's gonna harm you if you cross her. And then Radu, who's like this beautiful pretty boy who is pretty much afraid of everything. And well, it's starting quite interesting. It's different to anything that I've read before in terms of setting. And I'm interested to see where this is going. But first, today we have a really long working day ahead again. I was hoping to be reading a little during my son's football practice later on, but I am afraid that I might have to work. Let's see if I can get some pages in. As I said, I read 100 pages yesterday, and the target would be between 220 and 300 per day. So I really do need to at least hit the target today. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And I really, really do want to get, like, it's so unlikely that I'm gonna be able to hit it, but I so want to. Yeah. So, yeah, work is keeping me up. I wanted to read while my son is at football practice, where I already drove him. During the way, I usually listen to an audiobook, which I couldn't do. During the 2 hours of training, I pretty much kept on working because I'm still not done. Now I'm just going back to the football practice side. I usually just go to like a Burger King 5 minutes next to the football practice area because, well, they have coffee and they have internet, so I can continue working. There was this woman on the road, and I was like on the parking lot. I was driving towards the exit, and she started to walk like really slowly, stopping in the middle of the way, just like daddling on her phone. I'm like, I want to drive here, go away. And she like, nope, not happening. Good morning. It is day 5 of the Read-O-Rama. My day 3 and 4 went really, really bad. I pretty much just worked and didn't like no reading at all. So it is now 5 a.m. I got up early and I will read for like 2 hours before I have to continue work. And as it's already getting light outside, I might actually enjoy my can you see like this cleaned up terrace and garden? Yeah, there's like, why are there two balls? Like, nobody's playing like soccer here. It's probably like the neighbor's kids, but it's all cleaned up and nice, and it's getting light. So I'm gonna make myself a cup of, I wanted to say coffee, but I don't think I have coffee at home. So then it's gonna be a cup of tea, and then I'm going to be reading for 2 freaking hours before I have to work. So I am on my way to another business trip. I'm hoping to be able to get to read a little bit while I'm traveling. Let's hope I get at least a little bit closer to my goal. Arrived in my hotel, and this style is really awesome. So every floor has like a different musical style, and you can hear the music in the hallway. So I'm on like the musical floor. There's like these huge pictures in the hallway, and what I really do enjoy a lot is the room numbers. Like, look at this, isn't that awesome? I love unique boutique stylish hotels like that. It's just, you remember them, right? It's really cool. So I wanted to check out another floor, and this is Time Warp. So this is like electronic dance music, and you can see like these pictures. So cool. already shopped a little, and besides that, looking at my current TBR, it is very unlikely that I will get to it by So, a little update. I just checked into my next hotel room. Pretty Readathon blue hotel. It is not as stylish, but well, you get a certain standard here, I guess. And I am off on my way to get dinner with some colleagues. So today was quite long. Just coming from work right now, and it's like almost 8 o'clock. We're going to have dinner, and then I hope to get a little bit more in. So it's officially it's the last day, isn't it? No, the last day is tomorrow, so I have one more day. So I do have quite a lot of work to do still. So it was really bad timing for a readathon, but I will try my best to at least get something done on the train back home. But I have a lot of things that I still have to get done work-wise, and I am just not that confident, to be honest, that I'm going to be able to do it. I'm almost through the last day, and I just finished the audiobook for Down Among the Sticks and Bones. I'm reading this as the host pick instead of the first one, because I already read the first one. It's a 4-star read for me. I really did enjoy it. There was just one passage that I didn't like. So for those of you who don't know, this book is playing in a world where all the kids that have been through a door and went to a magical place and came back to Earth, and it's following how they are dealing with that. And more specifically, we are following kids that want to go back into their world, that felt very, very at home and just are longing to go back, and they can't find their door. And they're all sent to they have the option to go to like a boarding school home kind of place, because the parents usually can't like deal with the kids' wishes, and like some of them are really, really sad and whatever. So that's what like the first book focuses on. And the second book, we meet Jack and Jill. Well, we met them in the first book. In the first book, we met them when they were back in our world. And in the second book, we follow them, how they go through the door and into the world that they want to go back to now. And we follow them up until they come back into our world. I listen to it on audiobook. Gotta see what I am listening to next. Probably not within the Readathon, because within the Readathon I still want to finish And I Darken. That's like probably realistic that I can still do that. I'm just getting ready for a party, and after the party I have 3 or 4 hours still left, and then the Readathon is over. So it is 10:35 on the last day of Read-O-Rama, and I just finished And I Darken. I really enjoyed this book so much, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the sequel. Well, I do have it here, so I have my hands on it pretty much whenever I want to, but I think I will not be able to read it this month. It was on my TBR originally, but seeing as much as I'm going to be traveling until the end of the month, I don't think it's going to happen. So it's going to be either in July or in August, but I'm really looking forward to it. So And I Darken is a setting that I haven't read anything in, and I really, really enjoyed it way more than I thought I would, because this is not like fantasy-ish, it's more like historical fiction, and I'm usually not into like historical fiction, but this is very political, which I like, and yeah, I just enjoyed it. So overall, this is it for Read-O-Rama. I finished 5 out of 8. Is it really 8 challenges? I don't know, it's 7 challenges. The 8th challenge is for another Readathon. So my little thingy here betrayed me. So 7 challenges, and I finished 5. That is good. That is really good. I am quite happy with myself. I wish I would have gotten to the other 2 books, because I really do want to read them, but hey, that's just how it is, I guess. So yeah, overall I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I feel like this is a success, and I can't wait to do the next Readathon. Before you leave, hit that subscribe button and do go check out my monthly giveaways. I'm always giving away awesome stuff, and I bet there's something in there for you. Yeah,